So, yeah, I think, the whole sophomore slump stuff was definitely overblown when it comes to Victor Wembanyama. Because this man, I'm not gonna lie, this man is not human. This man is absolutely not human. Wembanyama has just scored 50, and I repeat 50 points, and it's not just that he scored 50, it's how he scored 50. And he did play more minutes in the end. Actually, did he end up on 50? Because I stopped watching once he hit 50, and then I just noticed that like the Wizards somehow came back into the game, which was a crazy one. But in the end, obviously the Spurs got their win by 9 points. But like Wemby, he ended on 50, and he did play 32 minutes in the end. He had 50 through his first 27 minutes on the floor. But again, it's just how the guys score in his buckets. So, like, he starts off the game, boom, 3-point shot. A couple of plays later, they're leaving him open. Like, Alex Sarr, like, this is his welcome to the NBA moment. Remember when people were like, oh, you know what, Alex Sarr is going to be like the new Wemby. He's like the Wemby of this draft. Wemby from deep in Alex Sarr's face. And then Wemby's pushing the floor, isoing Alex Sarr, crossing him up, driving to the basket, and finishing over him. Like, everybody talking about Alex Sarr this, Alex Sarr that, but like, it makes no odds. It makes absolutely no defense, because in fairness, when it comes to Wembanyama, Wemby decides whether Wemby scores. And it's as simple as that. Like, and that's one of the problems, is that Wemby sometimes makes shots harder for himself. I think that's his biggest flaw, is that sometimes he will take a hard shot instead of the easy shot. He sometimes makes shots hard for himself. But like, Alex Sarr gets a block, Wemby's there. Yeah, Wemby needs to do a bit more of that. Like, it's not like his whole thing, he doesn't need to, like, that he can just not play on the perimeter. Because I don't think turning him into a back-to-the-basket player is going to work for him because of his size. But, like, just give him teach him the bank shot. Teach him the dunk and bank shot. Because all he needs is, like, a little bit of, just a little bit of a post game. Not much, just a small bit of a post game. And then he becomes unguardable. But, like, even, like, he's hitting threes. He's dunking on the inside, driving to the basket. Just a post move. And, like, I get it. He's got his nice finishing with both hands. But just a go-to post move. That's all he needs. Imagine if he had the skyhook. But, like, he's just shooting. He just did that over Alex Sarr, by the way. Like, he just pump faked and shot the ball in Alex Sarr's face. Alex Sarr, 7'1". Like, it's a joke. It's a joke what Victor Wembanyama is doing. And this was his point for his career high, by the way. Alex Sarr, you know what? I'm going to guard him at the three-point line. Victor Wembanyama is about 33, 34 feet away from the basket. Nope. He's hitting that. And maybe Alex Sarr, had he, instead of gone to overtime elite for a year or two and gone all over the world, if he'd just done what every French prospect should do and stay in France, things might have been better. He might have become a better player than he is right now, but like, especially being used to guarding Wemby, but like, there's nothing they could do. I think, was this the point? I think was the point for 50 was the rip through, was it? Like, he's burning Alex Sarr. Man, Alex Sarr. And everyone talking about Alex Sarr's defense. Wemby guards himself. And that's the one thing with Wemby is, like, he pretty much decides whether he makes or misses. It's a bit like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant decides, or sorry, is this, I think this actually is the career high point. But, like, it's mental. It's absolutely mental. Like, what are we watching? Never 50. Or is this isn't for 50, is it? No, I think 50 is like a rip through. Yeah. Like, he's there on the 3-point line. Yeah. Corey Kispert's guarding me. Yeah, let me just rip through. Corey Kispert is there. I'm just going to shoot over his head. Over his hand. Makes no odds. It's stupid. It is absolutely stupid what Victor Wembanyama can do on the basketball court. Like, he is genuinely, like, he has that GOAT potential. And you might be saying, oh, but like, Victor Wembanyama, it's a one game. He had 34. He's shooting over 50% from three through his last 3 games on ridiculously high volume. He had, 34 points in his last game. And the game before that, he had 27 and 7 blocks or something like that. Obviously, I don't know it off the top of my head, but it was something in and around that, which is ridiculous. Which is absolutely ridiculous. Like, Victor Wembanyama is not human. He's just not human. Like, you've got players that we thought were like unicorns, or we thought were, for lack of a better word, like, we'd never see their physical profile again. Giannis is one of them. Porzingis was one of them. And Wemby is... And the funniest part about this is like, a lot of people are like, oh, Wemby's trying to be Kevin Durant. If you guys don't know anything, Wemby is basically playing with similar enough efficiency to second-year Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant shot like 20-something% from 3 as a rookie. Like, if he can continue what he's doing right now, obviously going through a hot streak, but he will blow hot and cold because he's not quite the shooter of a lot of these guys. But the difference is that he can't be contested. So he just makes or he just misses it. Like, Wemby can get ultra hot because it doesn't matter, because he can just lift up his hands and shoot over everybody. Like, he did this to Alex Sarr, who, in fairness to him, as much as I don't rate Alex Sarr, I called him fool's gold in pre-draft. I did not think he was up to much. Alex Sarr is a pretty good NBA, or pretty good defender, especially when it comes to length. The difference is that while he is a pretty good defender when it comes to guarding the ball, he is not a pretty good defender when it comes to, the other parts of defense. He's not the greatest defender when it comes to some of his off the ball, some of his positioning, and clearly he's not when he left Wembanyama open. But at the same time, based on the scout report, maybe for the season, Wemby, we'll let him settle. Not settling right now. It's not settling right now. But, yeah, so that is pretty much it. Victor Wembanyama has just dropped 50 in 27 minutes. And I get it, he had none for the last 5. But, like, he had 50, 27 minutes with 27 minutes of game time. We are probably not going to ever see another Wembanyama. Like, there are players... We may not see another Steph Curry. We might see another Steph Curry in our lifetime. We may see a LeBron physically. I don't think we see a LeBron physically that lasts as long as LeBron, with the same mentality about keeping his body healthy. I don't think we ever see another Michael Jordan or Kobe, just because that style of play is no longer, like, rewarded. But when it comes to Victor Wembanyama, we will never see Victor Wembanyama again. We are never going to see another Wemby. And for the people preying on the dude's downfall, why? We might be watching one of the greatest players of all time. We may in fact be alive to watch the greatest player ever with Victor Wembanyama. Like, he is the one player that might be so good that the LeBron-Kobe debates are over. And we're seeing through his last couple of games that, yeah, he's going to blow hot and cold. He probably isn't going to have the consistency of some other players. But still, what he can do on the floor, no one else in the history of the sport can do.